everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today's video is all about my suggestions for perfect stocking stuffers for the sewist. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And if you're already a friend of mine, thank you so much for returning. I so appreciate your friendship. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Let me know what's on your sewing Christmas list this year. What are you asking your family for? What is on your list? I would love to chat with you down below in the comment section. I do a video like this every year. I think this is my third year doing one. I will go ahead and link my other 2 previous years' videos down below if you want some additional ideas for Christmas ideas. If you think you have it all, or if you're buying for a sewist who you think has it all, check out those videos, check out the links in the description box, and see if anything on there grabs your interest. So today's video is all about stocking stuffers. This year I kind of just focused in on what could fit into a stocking, or what would be kind of nice to have in a sewing themed stocking. I love receiving stocking items. My mom still spoils me with a wonderful stocking. There's just something about getting those little items. I really just enjoy it so very much. So that's what we're going to theme today's video around. Some of these I do have on my personal list, and some of them I just kind of grabbed from here in my sewing room. They're small, but they make such a big impact, and I know that you would love receiving these in your stocking. Maybe this would be a good idea for a sewing friend. Maybe you're going to give a little gift to a sewing friend that you know. You could put together a little stocking of items. I know that that would make my day to receive. So let's just get on with my ideas for stocking stuffers for the sewist. Let's start in with my personal Christmas list. The first thing that I want to put onto my stocking list for Christmas is this pinking shear blade for my Olfa rotary cutter. Now, like a lot of you, maybe most of you, I'm using these big pinking shears for the needs of a pinking shear here in my sewing room. They are big, they're bulky, they're heavy, they're kind of hard to actually use. It makes your hand hurt after a while. So what I decided that I wanted to ask for this year was this blade. This is an Olfa blade, but they probably make them for other brands as well. I'm gonna link it down below. It is on Amazon. It's made for my Olfa rotary cutter, and I'm excited to give this a try. I've never used this blade before. Going along those same lines, if you don't have a really nice rotary cutter, that could be a great gift for your stocking. It would be a little expensive. These rotary cutters can get kind of expensive, but maybe you need some different sizes of rotary cutters. They make smaller ones for getting around smaller corners and such as that. So that's something that you could put on your Christmas list as well. The next thing that I always add onto my Christmas list is thread. I love getting random colors of thread. For the most part, I just tell Mom and even Josh to go to Joann's and pick out some random colors of Gutermann thread. This is my favorite kind of thread. Or we can get the bigger spool if they want to spoil me there with some basic colors. I like to get white and cream and black and gray in these bigger spools because I use those colors quite a bit. But I just love getting the random colors. You never run out of thread. I hardly ever go to Joann's to get thread. Most of it I can match up from the random colors that I get at Christmas time, and it just makes me so happy to get random colors of thread and stock up my thread stash through a great stocking stuffer. Along the same lines with thread, I am going to be placing a way-whack order, and I'm going to let Josh just wrap it up and put it under the tree. But you could do this for your sewing friend as well. Way-whack is, of course, the one-stop shop for any sewing notions. Thread, zippers, buttons, any kind of sewing notion that you would want. I've actually went ahead and ordered myself a catalog. They'll send you one for free. Go onto their website and sign up for one, and I love flipping through that. And I'm going to place an order, but thread would be a great thing. Cones of their maxi lock multicolored thread. I'll pop a picture up. I just love this thread so much for my serger. I love using it in projects. It really stretches your thread out over multiple projects because it is multicolored, and I'll definitely be putting some of that on my Christmas list, and it would fit perfectly into a stocking. Another thing that I'm going to be asking more of for this Christmas are these clips. Now these are just off of Amazon. This package has seen better days. I've busted the lid here. There are a significant amount of these that are missing. These are an off-brand for the Clover clips. I have Clover clips that I use, but honestly, these from Amazon do just as good of a job. I'll link them down below. They're fairly inexpensive. I think they were like $6 or $7 last time I checked. And I'm really excited to add more of these into my stash. There's something that kind of gets lost in the sewing room every once in a while. So having a big stash of these is always really handy. A tool that I'm excited to ask for this Christmas is an official buttonhole opener, kind of like this one right here. I have been using my seam ripper. This is my grandmother's seam ripper, y'all. I love this seam ripper. It is precious to me. Use it all the time. That's how I open my buttonholes, but I feel like there are other options for opening those buttonholes, so I'm really excited to get a tool like this. I think it would be really nice to start using something like this, and it would be perfect for a stocking stuffer as well. Now, getting into some things that I think would be great for a sewing stocking, a sewing themed stocking, is this little caddy. This is a mini version of the Stash and Store. This one in particular is made by It's So Emma. Did order this one from Fat Quarter Shop. I'll link them down below from Fat Quarter Shop, but this design I have actually seen in Walmart. I've seen the longer ones in Walmart. These are becoming more popular. I think they were in like the beauty aisle for like beauty brushes and that kind of thing, but it's so handy to have these little caddies sitting there by your sewing machine. I have them all over my sewing room, and they would make a great little gift. Another thing that I keep handy all the time is a pair of tweezers. I keep one of these at each of my sewing machines to help with threading. This is definitely something that could be easily bought for a sewing stocking. You can get them, you know, pretty much anywhere, or you can go in and buy official ones. This one actually is a baby lock. I don't know if you can see right there on that. This is a baby lock tweezers, and they're really nice. They have a nice sharp end here that you can grab the thread. So a nice pair of tweezers is a must for a sewing room. Small pair of scissors is really handy to have. I love this pair. This is my favorite pair. It stays very close to me during all of my projects. It has a nice sharp little edge there. You can get into corners very easily. Has a nice smooth slide to it. And I just love these. I think I got these off of Fat Quarter Shop. I'll link them down below, but any pair little tiny snips like these are definitely great gifts. I love these magnetic pin dishes. These are so inexpensive. You can find them at hardware stores. These in particular came from Harbor Freight. I think they were like $1.99 each. They're made for tools, of course, but the pins sit in there so nicely. Keep them all together. They're magnetic. They're gonna be right where you put them for the most part. So I love using these little pins for my pin cushions. Now, of course, if you're a traditionalist and you want a traditional pin cushion, that would also be a great gift for a stocking, but I would always love to see one of these in my sewing stocking. Another sewing stocking item you can pick up from the hardware store are these large washers. I use these for pattern weights. Just recently went to Lowe's and picked up another 10 of these. They're just so handy to have around. I don't even wrap them. Some people wrap them with some fabric or some batting or something to make them a little more cushy. I don't even do that. They just work perfectly just like this right out of the hardware store. These large washers. It's like the largest one they sell there at Lowe's. I think it was like 79 cents each. Super inexpensive, but high impact and very useful. I have a couple small rulers that would be great for stocking stuffers. This first one is one that I got for free with a purchase from the Fat Quarter Shop. You can see the Fat Quarter Shop wrote right there. It's a Creative Grids, a small little ruler, and I use this little thing all the time. It's always handy here on my sewing table. Inexpensive, but yet would make a great gift. And the other ruler that I use all the time is this seam gauge. This is from Madame Sew. I actually bought it with the little magnetic piece that you're supposed to put onto your foot plate there on your sewing machine. I don't find myself using that little piece, that little magnetic piece, but I use this ruler all the time. You put your needle down in whatever seam allowance you need, and then this measures it for you. I'll link this down below. This is so useful, and I keep it by my sewing machine in a drawer, and I use it almost every time I start to sew, just to make sure that my seam allowance is accurate. And then the last item that I have on my sewing stocking list is more of this stuff. This is so nice. I've been talking about this a lot here on my channel. It's like an extra set of hands. It takes the place of pins in so many different scenarios for our sewing, and it's just so handy to have around. Y'all need some of this in your sewing room. Very inexpensive. I think the last time I looked on Amazon, it was like $7.99 a box. You get 2 rolls of it in there. I've got one out and about over there by my ironing board right now. Actually, I was using some of it. Holds your pockets on, holds your seams down for top stitching, helps you cover up those plackets or the cuffs if you're doing like a shacket or something. So handy. Get yourself some of this, put it on your Christmas list, and definitely share it with other sewists that you know. And that is my 2024 list for sewing themed stocking items. Hopefully this video was informational, maybe inspired you a little bit for your own Christmas list or for those that you're going to be buying for. Like I said, let me know down below in the comment section what's on your Christmas list. What are you asking for this year? Do you have any big ticket items that you're going to be asking for? A new iron or a new machine? I would love to chat with you down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.